All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crack everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Flush to his right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. This is fielded inside the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, escaping the pressure right. Lets it go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ryan. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
20, 21. Gun. Ready to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Corey Peters with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bryant's kick is no good. He pushed it wide right off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he's forced out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
11, 25.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he is going to go down. They sack him. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Rosen here down around his own goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Coleman, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action with Ryan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rosen on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got Rome. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They go play action now. Ryan. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Play action. Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, wait. 22!
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bryant's kick is good. And that's going to get this to a 14-0 lead now. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now it's Rosen. His throw incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And here now come the Falcons. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Tuesday.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Over!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. On first down, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That's fielded in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
David Johnson here on the catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They will run again with Coleman. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 3 and 18. All right, now, lucky 56. 3 and 18.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Deion Jones able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
we
have to leave the booth.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Caught by Nelson left side. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Nelson's got it here right side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope. Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people do.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Cardinals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action. It's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, 54 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Right back to him on first down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
21.
Here's Coleman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Rosen off the play action. Underneath for Johnson. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Green, 39! Green, 39! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Rosen to throw on third down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Third down. That's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. And now this defense try to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, what a move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Four down. Check.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Hey. Four down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And they won't run a play here. No victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can all